live stream. Oh, it's taking a minute. All right, are we live? What's going on? Okay, we are. We are here. We are here. Cool, cool, cool. So, welcome everybody. It's your girl, Kay Johnson with Inspired Bosses. I don't even know why I just did that. I never say that. Okay, anyway. Hey y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you have had an amazing Thursday. I feel inspired. But we are back with another episode of Men of the Future, part 3. And this time on Authentic Thursday, you know we have conversations about originality, creativity, excellence, and faith. But also, we do talk about current events. We do get into the thick of it. We want to have an authentic conversation for sure. And this week, we'll be having a conversation with Tay Curry, entrepreneur and EMT. And he is pretty funny and authentic, I must add. So we're going to bring him on. I'm going to teach him how to share this to his personal page so that everybody can see it and tune in. But all right, Tay, you can get on. What's up? Okay, so what I'm going to do.
What's up?
Do our speaker view. Let's change this. Both of us. So I'm kind of keeping up with 2 things at once. I'm looking at Facebook. I'm looking at us. Good, good, good. How we doing? All right. So, Tay, is there anything you want to share with us just starting out? Like anything on your heart? Tell us about yourself. Anything.
Just starting out, my real name is Dylan. I go by Tay, Dylan Curry. You call me Tay. Everybody else call me Tay. So we all family, right? I've been an EMT for about a year and a half almost. I went to Southwind High School, got my EMT license at Southwest. I went to MTSU before Southwest, but we're not gonna speak about that. You know, everything didn't go out as planned in 4-year degree. But ultimately, though, you know what I'm saying, you live and you learn mistakes, and they put me in the place I'm in today. And I've probably been an entrepreneur for about 3 months now, 2 months now.
3 months. 2 months. So it's like new. It's fresh. It's fresh. Ooh, yeah, I love when we are beginners.
It's brand new.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. So you're an EMT. You went to school, whatnot. So let me tell you all, I have sauteed a few times, maybe at some parties, but I used to really party a lot. Not even just really party a lot though, but even when my line sister had her birthday party. And so when I went to go get my car detailed with him and a couple of other guys that I know, I was like, this guy looks familiar or whatever. So we chopped it up and then he was like, yeah, I want to do it. You know, I don't mind being on your show. I don't mind doing whatever. So that was really cool. And I was like, okay, cool. I had them subscribe to my YouTube, follow me and everything. And instantly he sent me all this information. It was like a go from there. But I had saw him and I was like, okay, that just pissed me off. But anyway, but I was like, dang, I feel like I know this young man. I feel like I know him. And so there it is. That's how we just kind of really connected. Everybody, you know, sometimes wants to know how they even know each other or whatnot. And I know some people was like, oh, we know him. This person is this person and this person, whatever. But I did meet him from actually supporting his business and actually getting my car washed and detailed. And might I say, they did an awesome job.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to do. It's ever since I started, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing is being, you know what I'm saying, going full out with every single car, not just washing it and all right, taking your money and going on about my business.
Right. So tell us about what made you interested in being an EMT? Like what's that about?
All right, if you want me to be honest, completely honest. So I had got in trouble at MTSU doing some stuff that I should not been doing. And it kind of just opened up my mind to, all right, what can I do right instead of I've been doing wrong so long, what can I do this right? And also, what can I do that's one, a career, two, I'll be helping people, and three, it's not much like work because you don't want to be sitting in the office, you don't want to be sitting in the warehouse, you know what I'm saying? It's not where you want to be. That's where you want to be, you know what I'm saying? Cool, that's for you, but that wasn't for me.
Right.
And ultimately, I just picked a route that I feel like would be financially and emotionally feel like that's where I want to be at a place where I can contribute and not feel like I'm taken away from it. When I was working at the warehouse right after MTSU, I feel like, well, yeah, it's your surroundings, it's the people you around, you know what I'm saying? I was like, do I want to look like this dude at 40? I can't do it. A friend of mine kind of led me to the EMT field, and from there it went study sessions before I got in class, study sessions when I got in class, continuing study and learning, and started working into the field. I did the Memphis Fire Explorer program, and just meeting new chiefs and lieutenants through Memphis Fire and stuff. And from there, it's kind of like a big brother program. It's like, man, I want to do what this dude doing because he taking this route and opening up this route with, you know what I'm saying, different income, learning how to, it's entrepreneurs that's firemen, it's nurses that's firemen, it's like all different type of firemen around here. So I was like, I want to see what this about. And pretty much went from there and just been making connections and networking ever since then.
So I like what you said. You wanted to put yourself in a more financially stable position with, pursuing a career. And I think that's good to have. How old are you, Taylor? Let people know.
22.
22.
22.
See, I think a lot of the times the older generation might say that we're doing this and we're doing that, but everybody's been there, right? You keep saying you don't want to talk about a certain point in your life, but
that's true.
All those decisions that you made, whether they're, great decisions or not great decisions, it still led you to where you are today. And I think overcoming the environment and the mindset and the eyesight of where you are is always important. And you started to see different things. You started to think different ways. And then you had people that were leading you and guiding you to that next step. So I think that's always amazing.
I feel the same way, most definitely, because I feel like if I was still in this same situation that I was in at MTSU, and before MTSU, it all started, in high school. But going into college and opening up to where I got all this freedom to do what I want to do, and I'm only doing negative things. I'm only, pursuing parties and smoking and doing all that. I'm glad that it did happen. I'm still actually happy that it happened because it was like a reality check. Like, whoa, you want to go to jail the rest of your life? You want to do this? You know what I'm saying? You want somebody else to wake you up? Like, nah, I couldn't do that.
I think this is going to be a powerful conversation because not everybody lives like what word do you want to use? A glamorous, righteous life. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's important to understand that people do have different environments and different things that they have to overcome because everybody's plight is not the same. Everybody's difficulties that they face is not the same. So if you ever become comfortable enough to share your story with somebody, I definitely think one day that it will impact somebody who may be going down the same path or making the same decisions that you, or something, similar to the decisions that you were making, how it can change them, change their heart, change their mind, because that's what it really is about. That I'm hearing you now. It's like you on to something new. You trying to upgrade. You trying to stay on that next level of better positivity.
Yeah, and I believe in the reach one, teach one. Like I said in the post, reach one, teach one. You might learn something. Because truth be told, this didn't just come from me. I had to hear it from somebody else, but you know how many times I had to hear it before it finally got through here? Probably at least 1,000 times of somebody saying, well, now you shouldn't do this, because it took me to I actually seen why I shouldn't do this for myself.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't get that. Even when they get that why, they be like, all right, well, I can do it a little different next time. Maybe I won't get in trouble. I can do it a little different this time, and maybe I make a little more money off of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so about being positive for one. I got a little sister, everybody else that's on hand. Pull me up.
So with that being said, you know, people are looking up to you and whatnot. What does it mean, you know, to be a man of the future? When you hear that, when you see that.
You say man of the future. I feel like, well, I'm living for the future at this point. Everything I'm doing is to put myself in a better position from here on out. And like just being an entrepreneur, starting a car detailing service, that's just like the first step. I feel like if I can do a car detailing service, I can do anything. Because if I can run one business that's on a much smaller scale and do everything the right way within that business and learn, it's also a learning curve. It's learning about business. I'm still learning how to, I mean, I got DMs, texts, calls that I haven't responded to. I'm still learning how to make time. And even inside the business, I'm learning how to get better with what I'm doing. I'm learning, I'm good at waxing, but I'm not perfect at it. I have not done a perfect job yet. I just added in probably within the last month, shampooing for seats and all that. And that's been like my primary bread when I was surprised, wow, this many people need this service. So of course I push this service a little harder than this service, but ultimately the goal is to be the best at what I do. And not only just be the best, but give the best of me that I can.
That's what's up. I think, like, I like what you said, you know, learning business. I think it's so encouraging, but also impactful as a young person to be so open to learn, because, you know, we do get a bad rep. Like, we think we know everything, or they, you know, it's just always something with the millennial or whatnot. And it's not, for me, I have learned and I have took on the idea that I am, and I really have took this to heart, that I am always going to be a learner of life. I'm always reading, I'm always researching and trying to evaluate and reinvent myself and refine myself for the better, for the latter. And I like what you said, I'm living for the future. I'm living to have a better future. I'm living to do the things that really mean something to me, but add up to something greater.
Yeah, that's true. Cause I mean, we don't, like you said, we don't know everything. We might think we do. We do not. And I think the smartest thing you can say is, I don't know everything. That's probably the smartest thing I heard somebody say. I do not know everything. That's a start right there of, okay, I'm open and willing to learn more.
Living to do the things that really mean something to me, but add up. So, okay. What I just did was like pull up the Facebook and it started to talk. I'm like, bruh, stop. Oh. So with that being said, I have another question. So far, I know you kind of touched on it a little bit, but being a beginner entrepreneur, what has it taught you so far? I know you said something about, you know, you got a lot of inboxes and DMs or whatnot right now, but what has it taught you, you know, just for the beginning? And then, like, what made, you know, first answer, what even led you to be like, oh, entrepreneurship? And then talk about what you learned so far.
All right, it's one of those things where everybody want to be one. Working for people, and I mean, it's fun being an EMT. Is exactly where I want to be. Being a paramedic, being an EMT, firefighter, all that is exactly where I want to be. But I also want to be a pilot. I also want to be a NASCAR driver. You know, I also want to be an entrepreneur. I also want to be a real estate agent, a realtor. It's so many things that I want to do, you know. And I'm just basically trying to put myself in that position. I left work one day. Well, I was at work one day. I was looking up different fields, like what I can do, or what I know how to do. I was looking at, I had like a notebook and I wrote down everything I know how to do. I know how to wash cars. I know how to ride motorcycles. I know how to be an EMT. I know how to be a firefighter. I was like, okay, now take all the skills out, move the skills to the side. And wash cars kept coming across. And I used to do tent for a company called Rap Stars. And I never really I was more so training to do tent. I never got into the full gist of, I'm on my own doing tent until the end of my time there, like my last 2-3 weeks, I finally said, I got it. I was doing tent at the house and stuff. But then I realized, like, man, it's tent, it costs so much to do. And I mean, you make a good profit of it, but is this really what I want to do? And I pretty much gained just doing tent. I gained skills like how to take cars apart, how to do this, how to clean headlights, how to do wheels, stuff, just different stuff around the car, around the vehicle, different tools, different things needed in the assembly of vehicles and disassembly, of course. And the car wash just kept coming across. I said, you know what? One day I left work. I kept saying I was gonna do it for about 2-3 months. Yeah, I need a pressure washer. I need to do this. I'm telling my stepdad, I need to do this. I need to do that. And finally, I said, when I'm gonna stop saying I'm gonna do it, just jump on out there and do it. I left work. One day I got paid. My bills were paid up. I made sure to pay them up 2 weeks ago, and bills were paid up for the next 2 months. I said, you know what? I'm finna go ahead and just jump straight on it. I'm leaving work. I'm going to buy a tank. I left work, got a water tank, and I left with the water tank and got a pressure washer. And it was on from like that moment. It was gone. My neighbor said, "Hey, can I be your first customer?" And from that point on, it wasn't the best wash, but he got clean. And, it pretty much rolled on from there. And so far, it's still rolling on. You know what I'm saying? Still got stuff to learn. Still trying to learn how to respond, be responsive, and because I work all day. I work overnight 7 to 7, 2 on a 2-2-3 rotation on the ambulance, and then get off 7 in the morning. Most time about 8 in the morning. Then I start washing cars at 9 a.m. And then I keep doing that till 5 p.m. Get done, take a shower, put everything up, take a shower at 6 o'clock. I eat, and then it's time to go to work 7 p.m. and constantly rotating things. So I feel like it's a better thing. I put myself in a better position trying to learn how to do something on my own as my own man, having a business that nobody can take from me. You know, I can get fired from this EMT job at any point. I can administer the wrong drug on a sleepy day or something, a mistake, because we're not perfect. So a mistake can be made and I can lose the job instantly. But one thing you can't take is the business that I started from the ground up.
Dang, that was jam-packed, Tay. I don't know if you realized that was jam-packed. That was some good information. It was so many different thoughts that crossed my mind when you were just talking.
Mine too, I keep going for days.
To extract some things though, what I want to do, I want to take a moment. I want to take a moment for you to go ahead into your Facebook and share this.
Okay.
You know, go off of your screen and go share this because I do want people
to go off to your page, right?
Yeah, you should be tagged. You probably should have a notification, right? And so I want to address my viewers. Hello to everybody tuning in. If you missed his introduction, this is Tay Curry. We're just deep diving into his entrepreneurship and his EMT role that he serves right now. Hello. If you have said anything to us, make sure if you're watching the replay, you hashtag replay. Also, if you're watching right now, engage with us. If you have any questions or if you want to get to know more about Tay and his business, 901 Dirty Details, please feel free after this is over to inbox him, hit him up to see how he can serve you. Yes, he is in the Memphis, Tennessee area, and I'm pretty sure he would love to service you. But to get back to it, Tay, I really enjoyed you saying that this is something no one can take from you. You know, this is, I can get fired from that EMT position, but when I'm grinding out and I'm doing this thing for me, nobody can take it from me. And I think that's beautiful. And another thing that you said is just being a part of, you know, what you're doing. And I think it's crazy what your grind is right now. 7 at night to 7 in the morning, then going, you know, that whole rotation is 7 in the morning to
7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and then 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 7 a.m. to 7.
That's a grind. Like, that's a grind. What I want to say to you is make sure you get rest, because at the end of the day, if you are not well rested, people who connected to you will not be able to get from you what you need to give. So you always have to pour back.
That's true. That's definitely true. Now, because I be so far into my business, my job, man, it's like the second somebody throw me off of it, I'm mad. But then I go back to it in my own little word. I'm like, all right, I just overdid it. Yeah. Let me calm down and get back to what I was doing. Like I hate being one, thrown off, and two, I just hate for the fact that it's kind of like a pet peeve. I'll be doing something, I'll be so deep into what I'm doing, and then you draw my attention somewhere else. I'm like, all right, let me call you back. And then you call back in. All right, let me call you back. All right, stop calling me at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I have to catch myself a lot.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thing with the DMs and the messaging and stuff. I'm still trying to get used to it. Like most of the time when I do hit people back, is if it's late, it's because I'm already on a car, or I didn't get done my car. I got to ride my motorcycle to work. I can't text and ride. Or by the time I didn't get to work, if I ain't got a call, I'm asleep. And if I'm not asleep, I'm working the call, and then after that call, guess what? I'm right back at home doing the same thing I was doing. So most of my DMs and messaging, I got an email that I didn't respond to like 15 minutes before we started this, but I was helping somebody move. So it's a lot.
Well, you know, I don't want to keep us any longer. I feel like this conversation has been really good. And whether you're on the greatest path right now, I think Tay is a definite testimony that you can change it around at any point. When you wake up, when you come into the light, you know, you can live for the future. You can make your reality what you want it to be. And I think that is part of being a man of the future. At 22 years old, you know, you have made a decision to live a life that is truly inspired by, you know, whatever inspires you. And so for people who are watching out there, I think it's a definite testament to how much we can grow. And also get out there and try different things. He asked himself, is this really what I want to do? You know, you have to ask that yourself. You don't have to ask other people outside of you, because you have to live with whatever consequence, whatever outcome that comes with that choice. So I think this has been a great discussion. It has been very authentic. You're getting dark now. We can't really even see you anymore. Tay, you are definitely a man of the future, and we are so excited to have you on our show. You all, please, he will leave in the comments how to get in contact with him, how to support his business, all of those things. He will definitely do that for you all. We see you now. Okay. He will do that. And of course, you all, Tay, I do want to let you in on some things that I'm doing. I am having a summit. It's called Mindset Reset Upgrade, and it's launching August 10th through the 15th. And we're going to talk and teach people how to dominate their destiny in 7 areas of their life. So spread the word. It is free. So bring a friend. Let them know what's going on. And Tay, we support you here at Inspired Bosses, and we thank you so much.
I guess I appreciate you having me. If anybody need the car detail, they need inside clean, exterior clean. They want to learn about EMS. If they want to learn how to be a firefighter, if they want to learn anything about what's going on in life or how I can help them better their life or what not to do, because I can tell you what not to do as well. Just get at me. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 901_TAE, 901_Tay, and on my business page for detailing, mobile detailing. Phone numbers included, email. You can DM me, 901 Dirty Details. That's on both Instagram and Facebook. So whatever you need, I'm there for.
Awesome. Make sure on the video on Facebook that you put that information in the comments so people can always see it. And also, you guys, this will be airing on YouTube Tuesday. So if you have a friend that doesn't have Facebook and would rather you look at YouTube, please let them know that this will be on YouTube coming soon to you. But as I always end the show saying, peace, love, and light. And remember to be inspired. We out.
Deuces.